Mic on a platter. Something's going on. Dude, what the hell?
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, how is everybody tonight? 2025.
Oh, yes. Happy New Year to all our followers, subscribers, likers, haters.
Happy New Year.
All of them.
That's right. What are we doing in this cold, frigid room once again?
Oh, we love what we do so much. We're willing to do this outside in the cold for everybody.
That's right. Now, that is commitment to the craft of just blabbing about expanding this, that, and the other. So, Jorge, what you got?
Well, there's a lot going on right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we have...
Such as?
Well, we have a new president.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're the political one around here,
Who,
I
me?
just want to know your thoughts on that. And how maybe people should react. Because I feel like a lot of people were expecting one thing, right? And they got another thing. And now it's like everybody feels like the world is over.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you what I think. I think everybody should just calm down, quit getting all excited about everything, okay? Elon didn't do a Nazi this side or the other. It was my heart's going out to you. So I think everybody's a little bit nervous. They're like, ooh, what's going to happen here? Dude, you got two billionaire businessmen that are running a country, right? And unfortunately, a country can't really be run on ideals for too long, and then it all starts to fall apart. So maybe it's a good thing we got some businessmen in there. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely not one to,
Are you a moderate?
I don't lean too left. I don't lean too right. I'm just right in the middle, right?
They call that moderate.
Okay. So I am moderate. And I just hope for the best. Because that's all we can
As do I. And I think that a lot of people would agree that all this social engineering and overly wickedness stuff that's been going on in the past couple of years has got a lot of people turned off. And this is the results. Now, listen, I think regardless of your opinion of the guy, yeah, he's quite a character. But just like all of them, they're at the top level. They got there not by going easy on people or being honest all the time, but truth of the matter is he's not necessarily a career politician, and the favors he owes is not the same as career politicians. What do you think?
Yeah, agreed.
But what about our agenda?
What is our agenda?
Your and my agenda.
Okay.
To expose the expanded reality that's out there.
That's true. So what does the future look like with this new leadership?
You know what? I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking law enforcement is going to be taken to the next level. There's going to be Tesla law enforcement. It's going to be like these little dogs running around and stop. You are under violation. Like these little automatons,
so something
robots.
out of Black Mirror.
Pretty much, dude.
But why? I mean, was that something that was proposed?
They don't have to be paid.
No, yeah. But is
I
that
know
something
I'm
that
looking
was
really
proposed?
far in the future here, but I just see it. I see it in the next 4 years, 5 years, development of automated security and law enforcement.
Yeah.
Because look, you got a guy who's a tech billionaire, right? He knows how to get shit done. He's obviously thinks outside of the box and knows how to push people and get money together and push good ideas. He's successful. And,
so how much influence does he have on our leader, our fearless leader?
That's a good question. I'm sure there's plenty of analysis out there by people that know way more about this than you and I do that can offer something meaningful on that.
Yeah. If you're listening in, let us know so you
Yeah.
can come on by.
Come on by and tell us what you think.
Man, that's wild, huh?
Yep.
Everybody seems to be going crazy nowadays. And sometimes I feel like people will look too much into it, right? And and everybody's so fucking worried about the future and what's going to happen. And you know, I can't help but just think, man, you have your own life to worry about. I don't think it's going to directly affect you in a way that you think it is. Right? I mean, will it? Like,
No idea.
For example, like the deportations. They're going on right now, right?
Yep.
They're live. Shit's happening. I'm not worried. Do I know people that maybe got deported? I don't know. Do I care? I mean, yeah, I care, but I mean, what can you do?
Well, think about it this way. If you came into this country illegally, and I understand that there's some people that risked everything to get over here, but if you come into a country illegally and you get caught and they deport you, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just like a reality, right? It's just the way it is. And I mean, it sucks and super unfortunate that, you know, a lot of people work hard, you know, for a new life and they spend an X amount of time here paying tax dollars. But I mean,
or not paying tax dollars.
Or not, yeah.
Or money's going back to Mexico or somewhere in Central America, and that is not funding all of the schools and public works and all the stuff that we're paying for.
I saw a video on Instagram recently where this gentleman, he was going to one of the Trump rallies, and he was asking the followers, "Oh, how much tax? You know, how much? What's the amount of taxes do you think that the illegal, you know, or undocumented workers have paid, you know, to the United States and whatnot?" And the number was like 96 billion.
Wait, 96 billion is not being paid?
It is being paid by undocumented workers.
Really?
Yeah. And so I didn't fact check him.
But of that number, how much of that is actually what is owed?
I don't know. Yeah, see, I didn't look into it, but everybody seemed super surprised by the
Okay, is this an undocumented worker?
Yes.
How are they paying it if they're only getting paid cash and they don't have a social security number and they don't file taxes?
I don't know. See, again, I didn't look into it.
Yeah, I think some facts checking there.
Yeah. Well, I'll fact check it and post it.
You gonna fact check that?
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check that.
All right.
Fact check that.
Okay, so so here's my question: How is Elon Musk and Trump gonna facilitate our looming question, which is when is it gonna become announced publicly by people that are supposedly leaders of the world that we've already been engaged for hundreds, if not thousands of years with extraterrestrials?
Oh, yes.
Not extra testicles.
Well, there are rumors that it's going to happen very soon. And
we wanted to talk about that tonight because Jorge's like, dude, we got to get together. I got to share something with you.
I think it's super crazy. Like, every time we do an episode, it's just, dude, we're getting closer. We're getting close to that day, right? And now it just seems like it's even, you know, it's right there. And
there is so much stuff on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, about even extraterrestrials living among us.
Yeah.
And it's still like, oh no, oh no, that's not a real thing. It's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
All the information that's out there, and if you take the time to research it, it's there.
I saw once that they said that the U.S. or you know, world leaders would fake an alien invasion.
That was on Unacknowledged.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, Greer.
Okay, so then what?
So what? It doesn't matter.
So when the time comes and the aliens present themselves in some way, you never physically see them. You just see their crafts up in the sky. What are you gonna think? Oh my God, this is just Area 51.
Hello, we are here to save you. Come with me.
This is just American technology. It's not really from an intergalactic federation.
Okay, so since you're bringing this up, since we're talking about Trump and since we're talking about all this extraterrestrial stuff, did you hear? I'm sure you read last week or 2 weeks ago the whole situation where this military guy drove his Tesla.
Okay.
What's that Tesla car called again? The one that looks like a Starship Troopers 4-wheel drive or
The Model
SUV.
Y.
Whatever it is, yeah. Shows you how lame I am.
I think I don't know. I'm not. Too
Okay.
Sure.
Anyways, the car that has a roof like this, right?
Okay.
Okay. So he pulled it up in front of a Trump Tower, right? Was it in Vegas?
Oh,
And
you mean
blew it
the Cybertruck?
The Cybertruck.
Yeah, the one
yes.
that blew
Thank
up.
you. See, I'm a little slow tonight, so I need more food fight. Great beer.
Sponsor us.
So anyhow, I saw where he released a bunch of information via an email saying, "This is who I am. This is what I've done." I guess he had severe post-traumatic stress disorder, but he also had very deep knowledge of some of this anti-gravity technology, propulsion technology, and a lot of other stuff. And they were basically the stuff that had been reverse engineered
Okay.
from found ships all over the world, or wherever, Roswell, Germany, wherever it was. So he had access to all that information, and he was trying to bring light to his cause. He didn't think he was ever going to get healthy. The feds were after him, because he was a whistleblower, basically, on this technology. So he's trying to bring attention to his cause. That's why he went in front of the Trump Tower and blew up that.
But how weird was it that after that truck blew up, right? Like, you saw the video, right?
No.
Well, after the truck blew up, they found an ID that was just partially charred. How weird is that? You don't think that's weird at all? It's kind of like what happened in 9/11. And they said, "Oh, look at that. We found their passports."
Oh, okay, but maybe it wasn't really truly
Yeah.
him exploding it, but it was something shot
Deeper.
at him. Deeper. Ooh, deep state. Dun, dun.
Yeah. I mean, and I remember
Well, if
seeing
the
it on
feds are
Instagram.
after you and you're about to do something gnarly and they can
Yeah.
stop you, they probably can stop you.
Frame you.
Something.
Lie.
Well, apparently the email he sent out says he was
Okay.
exposed as
Oh.
a whistleblower to the feds and the secret technologies and everything that was out there. That's he wanted to draw attention. So we're talking about it because it got my attention.
Well, I saw on Joe Rogan that there was a Chinese woman working for the government because she figured out a way to create some kind of anti-gravity technology, and they hired her on, and they took over the whole project. Then she ended up quitting, vanished mysteriously, and
Vanished.
later on they ended up finding her, but it seemed like she just wanted to leave that life behind because the technology was getting out of hand, and the government or whoever powers that be were taking over, and she just didn't want any part of it. So she moved back. Oh, and she was from China. So I think what had happened was, because she was from China, they hired her, she quit, and she maybe went, back home, and people were thinking, well, maybe she was killed, because they're like, oh, we can't have this Chinese person going back to their home country and giving away our secrets.
Nah, once you're in that system, you're watched for life.
Well, yeah.
That's
So-
it. You're
so
part of it, even when you
I
leave.
guess they looked into it, and it turns out that she has like a whole family and a whole normal life, but she just completely, took herself off the.
Yeah, she checked out fully. Yeah, shoot, Eventually, if you're a person with any kind of compassion and soul and heart, you're gonna get overwhelmed by it and say, I've had enough, right?
I just want to see what this technology looks like. Oh.
Did we just lose power?
Yeah. Let me see. Look at that Dorado. He's like, hey, don't kill me.
Oh.
What happened? Why'd you say hey?
I don't know. Look, we're still streaming. Check it out. That was weird. The screen went blank. I think they heard us talking, and that was it. They said, "No, you're done." Well, I'm glad we're back.
Yeah. Wait, no.
Is it still going?
No, yeah, it is still going.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, dude. Okay.
What the fuck?
So you said something about wanting to see the technology. Go ahead and say.
Well, I just want to see what the technology looks like. I am tripping out right now because it's like
The screen went blank, and we're like, "What? Huh? What?"
yeah, like the screen went blank. Everything just went black, including the webcams. There's this little blue light that indicates that it's on, and that shit went off. And the laptop went out, but I'm checking. I'm on YouTube just, and yeah, how fucking weird. Well, somebody's listening in, and they're gonna fucking probe you with one of your surfboards.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get probed. Oh my god! How many jokes have we had on this podcast about probing?
Too many, but I mean, how could you not? It's about aliens. What do aliens do? They probe.
And by the way, they like to be called extraterrestrials, not aliens.
Well,
don't you remember when Carlos was on here? He made that very clear that they like to be called extraterrestrials, not aliens.
Oh, well, I meant the
illegal aliens.
Illegal aliens coming through the border. They like to probe.
Oh, they like to probe.
Yeah,
do they?
But anyway,
I don't get that about them.
Yeah,
I think they're just
Well,
they want to get here and have a normal life like everybody else.
Well, so tell me, what does the future look like in the next year? I mean, with these deportations happening, all this technology that's supposedly going to come out in the near future. I mean, is it something that you look forward to? What are you excited about? What are you afraid?
I don't know. I think for me, I'm just, and it's totally selfish, and I admit it. I'm in this very selfish place right now where I feel like I'm so focused on me and my life that unless, there's rioters breaking down my door, I'm not too worried about it. I'm more concerned in making sure that the energy that I have inside of me and the energy that I'm radiating out into the world is as positive as it can be. And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. We don't have control over anything but ourselves in the end.
That was beautiful.
So why worry about any of it? But what do I think's going to happen? I think that Trump and Elon and whoever else Trump's definitely learned a lot from his last shtick as El Presidente. So I think he's going to come forward new and improved. I was watching some of the inaugural review stuff with him, and he sure seemed to be toned down a bit. I think he's finally got it that he doesn't have to be super sensational anymore as much. Yeah. So that's good. I think he's starting to show a little more restraint there. Maybe that'll help other people see him differently. I don't know. We'll see.
And what about changing gears here? What about the fires that are going on?
Okay, I know you want to talk about that. So
I wanted to know,
Go ahead.
Conspiracy man inside of you. What is he thinking about it?
Well, I can tell you that we have a lot of natural plants and such. I was a biology major in college before I switched to design. And I did a research paper on fires and coastal zones in college. And I can tell you that this whole area, there's a lot of plants and trees that the seeds get germinated by fires. So this is a fire zone, folks. So it's expected that there's going to be fires in these zones, and we did not clear the brush we should have cleared. A lot of those budgets got cut by who. Everybody already knows the story. But irregardless,
Remind the people.
I think Newsom cut like $180 million in funds for brush clearing.
What a son of a bitch.
Oh, okay. Let's not get political. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. The point, that didn't help. But the point is, these are fire zones, okay? So if you have homes and houses and buildings in these foothills, you accept the fact that this is something that's going to potentially happen. And if there's winds, You can't all just sit there and hold your breath and go, oh God, oh, there's not going to be a fire. Let me sit it out. Dude, there's crazy people out there. There's electrical wires. There's power transformers. There's all kinds of stuff that can easily go up. I mean, we live in the middle of the city. And these things are on the foothills, all these houses and all these buildings where there is a lot of exposure to all kinds of combustible stuff. And when those winds are kicking, anything's possible. And I did see a video on Instagram, which was kind of interesting. There was a surveillance camera that was pointed at the hillside, and it supposedly showed one of the, I think, the Palisades.
One of the lasers that are orbiting the Earth?
No, one of the Palisades fires being started by a figure moving around in the bushes. Now, here's the other thing. The animation and AI that's out there that can generate video is so good right now, you wouldn't even know if something was real or fake anymore. So how are we ever going to know if anything we witness anywhere is even fake or real anymore?
Yeah. Somebody sent me a video the other day saying, hey, man, I found a video on X Hamster of you getting pegged. I said, it must be AI. And I said, no, that's real. That is a real video. I confess.
Are you now an X Hamster celebrity, dude? Getting pegged by all of your boys. How are they doing the job?
Don't worry. I gave myself a how's your father.
Sounds like you've got how's your several fathers going.
So what do you think about these people saying that we have satellites, machines that are orbiting the Earth with lasers on them that can beam down?
Yep.
You believe that?
Yep.
Do you think that's what started these fires?
Could be.
You think they intentionally burned all those areas just to make way for
like
their
Maui, like the
make way for their monorail that they want to build?
Yeah.
Make way for
Maui,
the new smart city.
Okay, so like for the Olympics and all that stuff.
Maybe.
You know what? That's the thing. I mean, where's the fucking documentation for all this stuff? That's all these claims. You know?
Yeah, it's like I remember when the whole Hillary email shit was going around. Remember? And they're like, release the emails. Why can't there just be a hacker somewhere?
Release the hounds.
Yeah. Why can't there just be a hacker that can just hack into the system and pull every email and just show the people? I mean, if it's somebody's got to be able to do it, right? Expose people. Why can't they? I mean, it'd probably be taken down, or maybe there's some way to expose people, but I mean, I make it sound easy, right? It's probably extremely fucking hard, but I just believe that maybe, I just wish that there was some way to expose everybody and it's like, look here I come, showing receipts. Everything was planned, but who knows?
I don't know. It's going to get harder and harder to determine truth. But one thing I can tell you for certain is that there's a lot of people out there that are doing a lot of crazy shit and trying to hide it and trying to make it look like it's something different than it actually is. And there's so much exposure. We're going to get to this hyper state of so much exposure, of so much information and so much disinformation that it's going to create this completely insane, chaotic state of existence for people that have access to technology and information to where what's going to happen next. We're eventually just going to have to implode before we can, like a phoenix rise from the ashes, I think.
Interesting.
But as for the fires, I'm sure there's some nutballs out there that were jumping in. They knew that huge winds were coming. They're like, oh, this is my domain. I'm going to set a really big fire, and I'll wipe them all out.
I mean, well, they arrested 20, 30 people, right?
Was it that many?
Well, not all of them maybe starting fires, but a lot of them were.
Well, like looting. I heard about I heard
around, or they were carrying some torches or some shit. Gas.
I heard that some looter dressed up as a fireman to get in and loot houses. Dude, that is so it's so diabolical. It's just there's just not even words for it.
But nobody's there. Shit's gone. What are you gonna look for?
Dude, all that smoke and all the ashes that were coming out, you know, you're basically inhaling Hollywood nostalgia.
Yeah.
Dorothy's ruby slippers and tons of Oscars and all kinds of antiquities burned up and rained all over LA. Think about that shit for a second.
Yeah. All the plastic utensils, silicone, toys.
Yeah. All the dungeons,
the faux leather whips,
leather whips, all the
polyester feathers,
all the dungeons down in the basement, and all the playrooms and all the toys in there. It's all raining down on us.
The big 2-liter Coke-sized dildo.
Yeah, the 24-inch double cider.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What a crazy world we live in, and I am excited to see what's going to happen the next few years. I mean, I keep an open mind with everything, right? Just as you do.
Well, you kind of have to. What else are you going to do, you know? I mean, whether or not you voted for this president, I mean, you support your president. It's what you do. We're Americans, you know?
Yeah.
We're Americans. From America. America.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. You could be living somewhere in Gaza and running from falling missiles. Right?
No, we won't have any of that here. Well, Jorge, it's been a long time, and I do have to tell all our listeners that Jorge's now a second-time father.
You don't have to say that. Ignore all that. Don't say
So he's been really busy. So he's busy raising a family. Imagine that.
Yes.
So it's been a while, but now he's decided he wants to come back and hang out again and talk shit about everything. So I'm so happy to have him back. I hope he'll keep coming.
Yeah, we will. We always have fun here.
That's right.
I enjoy your company, and I enjoy our talks.
I do
and
too.
There's There's going to be lots to talk about in the next 4 years.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, we'll get our shit together so that we have some good, interesting topics and some good web references, and we'll debate each other and do our thing that we normally do, and we hope you guys will join us.
Awesome. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share. Love you long time.
Absolutely. Drive through. On TikTok?
No, but we're on